Hello there, it's Mitch Goldberg. We are live. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for thank you so much for putting up with me for a couple of seconds of a muted mic. So here we are. We are live. This is Be the Boss of Your Money, and let me tell you, we are just wrapping up an absolutely exhausting, head-spinning 2 days in the market where the president tweets negotiations for stimulus are off, the market tanks. Next day, he tweets, "Hey, maybe we should do a little something, get a little something going, and stocks take off. In fact, they take off even more than they went down yesterday, and all of a sudden, we are off to the races. So we go from gloomy to greedy so fast it could make your head spin. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to just make sure that you are equipped with the tools to stay the course. Look, what good is it having investments if you can't stick with them? And when investments go down, sometimes you think, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. I'll get out and I'll get back in at a better time. When has that ever worked for any viewers out there? It hasn't worked. Look, I want to welcome you to this show. I take a lot of pride in this show. I want to teach you what I know. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I know a couple of things about the economy and the market, financial planning, personal finance, and then I bring on guests, and we have some really cool business talk. And I love having guests because we learn a lot from the guests. So let's roll the intro. We'll go through a quick update and all those good things. So here we go. Stick around. We're going to wrap this up pretty quick today. I've got a place to be by 5 o'clock. So here we go. Hello, I'm on my I don't know. I don't know if this is like number 9 or 10 for the day, but it's been a long ass day. So holy cow, like hashtag WTF. What's going on with this market? Things are off. Listen, I've been saying for a while, if we don't get the stimulus, market goes down. And I've been saying, it looks like we're getting the stimulus the last couple of weeks. We're working on something. It'll be out soon. Even on last Friday, when Trump was checked into Walter Reed Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, he sent out a tweet, "Let's get this done." Comes back from the hospital, all bulled up, all full of monoclonal antibodies and steroid. Maybe it's a steroids. Giving him a little extra gusto, because he comes back with a lot of gusto, does his thing in the balcony, and then he says, "Hey, you know what? I'm tough. I'm going to negotiate. This is how we're going to do it. Forget it. You don't want to negotiate in the stimulus? We'll do it after the election, after I'm reelected." That's a pretty ballsy thing to do. But more importantly, while that is politics, there are a lot of people out there who are suffering, who could use a stimulus. I think we should do the stimulus. Even if you're the most ardent fiscal conservative, I definitely think I'm on that area. But I also can tell you that we need the money and we could borrow it. Look, there could come a day when I wish we borrowed this money when I had a chance, because interest rates are so low. They're still under 1%. They were under, there were 0.6s. Now they're a little higher, but there's still insatiable demand for U.S. Treasury securities. So if the market wants our treasuries, then I say, give it to them. Give them all they want. We'll take the money. It's low cost. The money doesn't cost us anything. It's almost free money. It's not like we have to spend it. We could just hold on to it. It's like our own little. It's better than a line of credit. It's cash in the bank that's costing you very little. We should have the money on the sideline, just knowing that the money is there and can be deployed rapidly into the economy. So let's talk about the market today. Then we'll get into the stimulus. But today it looks like the president blinked and said, maybe we should do something with the airlines, because the airlines announced that they're ready to announce a massive round of layoffs. and that affects a lot of different parts of the economy. Restaurants continue to close, small businesses continue to close, people continue to suffer. We should have had the second stimulus over the summer. It should have been out by now. Even if we get it out now, it's probably I'll say it's too late to save Christmas. If you do have a stimulus bill, by the time money starts rolling, you're talking about 4 weeks out already. And 4 weeks out, and that's like really early. And since people have had no stimulus for the last, I don't know, 2 months or so, maybe 3 months. I lost track. It's people might actually just have to hoard that cash. So unfortunately, it's very late in the game. If I was, and I'm not, but if I was an incumbent politician, I would have pushed like hell to get stimulus out, because it gives you an opportunity to say, hey, look what I did for you. I voted on the stimulus to give you money. But now to do it just, it's a little less than 4 weeks away from the election. It's like a little too late for everybody. And every politician wants to do one thing. They want to go home and they want to campaign. They want to go back to their districts. They want to go back to their state. And they want to campaign. It's a busy season. Nobody wanted to be stuck having to legislate and, work on this stuff now. This should have been done. In fact, when the first stimulus package was passed, there should have been some measures. Well, look, we could talk about could have, should have. It's easy to say when you're not the one in the chamber making the decision. I get that. So it's easy to play Monday morning quarterback on that part. But I will say I'm not giving this up. I'm not giving it up. We should have had the stimulus already. It's probably going to be about $1.62 trillion. The CARES Act was like $2 trillion. Let's just redo it. The demand for our U.S. treasuries are there. It's not like we can't get access to the money. I don't see why this wouldn't be agreed on. Oh, but what about the budget? The budget's already blown out. At this point, you have to either keep going forward or basically waste all the stimulus that you've done before. You're in too deep. You have to just keep going. You're in the middle of the lake like Macbeth. Do you swim to the other side or do you swim back? You can't stay in the middle. All right, so let's take a quick look. We'll do a little share screen and then we'll let you go. I've got to be someplace. I have to leave in like 6 minutes. You're probably thinking, oh, good. I can't wait to get the hell out of here. I'm thinking about making these a little shorter, shorter time span. Hudson Yards. Well, forget this banner here. I just want to show you what I'm looking at right here. Okay. And this here is how the market did. Dow up 530 points, S&P up 58 points, NASDAQ up 209 points. There was a time when 209 points in the NASDAQ was like a gargantuan move, but now that's over 11,000, not such a big deal anymore. I mean, it's still a big deal, but not like it used to be. Just the law of large numbers. And the Russell 2000 was the winner of the day, up 2%. Today was just a real vote of confidence that people expect will get stimulus, and it'll be really good for the economy in the future. Probably this will help Q1 and Q2. The VIX was finally down about 4.8%. I did not mean to hit that button, but that's okay. But the interesting thing is that of the major averages, the Dow is the winner of the shebang, not the NASDAQ. Okay, but let's take a look. Let's take a look at the real Dow Jones Industrial Average. Industrials, Boeing up 5. GE even had a good day. Forget GE. It's under 10. I really don't care that much about it. But Deere up. Eaton Corporation, Textron, a lot of good moves in the industrial stocks. So industrial stocks had a big gain. FedEx continues to power higher. They're always flying higher, right? See that little pun there? Energy stocks were a mixed bag. Chevron was just like $85, like 6-8 weeks ago. But consumer staples had an okay move. You don't want consumer staples leading the way. Consumer staples lead the way usually in a slower economy. I'm just going to keep scrolling down. I'm sorry if I give you a headache. Pfizer popped a little bit in the aftermarket because they announced that they're submitting for approval for their COVID vaccine. So we're starting to get some good news on that front, and people are really excited about that. Well, guys, if you're out there and you have a question for me, I see some people are watching, hit me up. Words of encouragement are always appreciated as well. A little dialogue. But Lily had a good day. I'm sorry, Lily. Hopefully this will come on sooner than later. Maybe it'll take a little while. All right, let's move on. Financials had a good day. Technology, look, it was a good day all around the board, across the board. You see very little red. You see a lot of green, very little red. Let's see how communication stocks, AT&T still stuck in the high 20s. I'm shaky on the dividend, folks. I'm not thinking that dividend is safe. And if I was a shareholder, if you're a shareholder for the dividend only, I think you're making a mistake. You need two reasons to own a stock. The dividend can't be one. You need another reason, hopefully improving fundamentals. Let's just move some consumer discretion, sector ETFs here. So financials were the leader of the day. That is a very bullish sign. Energy, building materials, industrials. This is a good day for the reopening for the growth area. Okay, so let's just quit sharing the screen. Look at enough stocks. It's a little bit of a different format that I'm looking at with the stock list. I have a lot of stock lists that I maintain. Okay, so how do we handle these ups and downs in the stock market? Because yesterday, President Trump sent out his tweet. Let's talk about negotiating for stimulus package after the election. Stocks tanked. Everybody's getting all bulled up for more stimulus. Look, here's what I tell people, and I've been writing about this in social media. I just sent something out on this on LinkedIn. I actually spoke today to, I know it sounds like I'm bragging, but I had a lot of thoughts about this today. I don't mean to be like that. Just say, I spoke with someone at length over 20 minutes at CNBC today. I spoke with someone yesterday. I spoke with somebody yesterday at Newsday about this, but don't make your investment decisions, which are part of your overall financial plan, based on some headline. Headlines don't do it. That's not a way to make an investment decision. Even if you are the most seasoned trader, experienced in everything, and you just a professional trader, there's no way that you could game the political whims, the tweets of any politician, especially such a big personality like President Trump. You just can't go by that stuff. I wouldn't make buys or sells. I just think you can. This is what I tell people, what I tell my clients. You make your investment decisions based on your own personal financial situation, your own plans, your own goals, your own risk tolerance. We're not making any changes because of a presidential tweet. I think the tweet was really more about politicking. I think it was more about a negotiating tactic to say, okay, all bets are off, and come back the next day. Well, I'll give you this much, a bailout of the airlines, and some more stimulus checks going out. So we'll get something. It's a negotiating tactic. I don't think the Dems go for it, by the way. So I think everybody is just spinning their wheels, and they're going to use all of this to bang each other over the head. So, I wish we were getting some more stimulus money. I mean, I really want to just, to tell Congress already, just, show me the money already. Show me the money! So I'm not making decisions based on a presidential tweet. It's these are whims. This is somebody who is all bulled up to come back from the hospital and jump on the campaign trail and say, hey, I'm going to do all of these great things. And then it went a little too far. And when the market tanked yesterday, and you realize that this will hurt the Christmas season, it'll hurt consumers, and it'll hurt voters, you kind of pull back and say, well, maybe we should do something really fast and try to offer something and use that as a political wedge, political leverage. So that's what that was about. It's really raining outside, and I had to be someplace at an outdoor activity in a few minutes. So this is what I was talking about. So I'm going to get going here. All right. I'll keep you posted, but if you want more updates and some more content, follow me on LinkedIn. I post on LinkedIn, I would say, 2 or 3 times a day with updates and lessons and perspectives. Sometimes I'm even a little funny and sarcastic. I think I'm funny when I'm sarcastic. Not everybody agrees with that, but You get the drift. All right. So I'm gonna let you go. I have to get going. I'm sure you've got places to be also. And remember, show me the money. All right. I'll talk to you. So we have some comments out there, some questions. All right. Nelson, you got it, man. Thanks for the update. My pleasure. Good stuff. Hey, man, thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. All right, now I'm gonna go because Nelson made me feel so good. I'm gonna end this on a high. Speak to you soon.